Oh, hello, yes. Well, good grief. I think in years to come, we'll be thinking to ourselves, oh, I wonder where I was when I heard that Charlie Kirk had been shot. And the answer is, well, probably on social media, let's face it. Anyway, yes, when I heard the news, I thought to myself, within a few minutes, I bet somebody releases a single about that because that's the type of thing they do, isn't it? Not quite sure about the States, but we do have our own sort of UK version of that, and I think it's worthwhile diving in to, well, the joys of Ricky. Let's have a listen.
Come on from far and wide. Wave your flag and show your pride. From all four corners hear the call. This land is ours, we must stand tall. Come on, stand side by side. It's time to stand, we must not hide. Raise your banners, raise your call. Free speech lives for one and all. Come on, beat freedom's drum. Unite the kingdom, the time has come.
Yeah. I mean, the new St. Etienne album's out. It's not great, but the single is. And there's, Work with Confidence Man. If you fancy, you can look that up on the internet. I might even leave a link down below. Yeah. Problem with things like that is they're always naff. I mean, even the left ones are, yeah? If you explicitly sort of release something to be political, it just never quite works. Punk had a joy about it because it wasn't explicitly political. The songs were political, but it wasn't designed to, get maximum airplay on GB News. Anyway, that's Ricky with, how many eyes is it? I don't know, way too many. I'm sorry, but it's a Y, mate. All right. Anyway, he's a very, very, very interesting character. Link down below, you can have a look at him. He has the sort of past that you'd expect somebody that chanced having this single out might have, if we can just put it that way. Yeah, I'm sure I can. Yes, anyway, quite horrendous, all right, okay, and there will be all those people out there that determine that we'll have to listen to it one way or another, but no, I'm sorry, but no, not Ricky with an I, not that hair, and, not that dubious past, or indeed those dubious politics. Speaking of which, yesterday's big news, of course, was that we have yet another Reform MP. Hooray! Wow, that'll give Lee Anderson something to do as the chief whip, rather than just bossing, two women about as it is now. Yes. Yeah, Danny Kruger, which I always think to myself sounds like somebody that should be up for war crimes trials. The surname Kruger. Anyway, he's gone to Reform. Hooray! So it'll be a by-election, you say? Well, no, of course not, because Nigel explained why that was the case. Because apparently, Nige, who's very, very different from the Conservative Party, is quite happy with the Conservatives, what they stood on the last election. So that's absolutely fine then. Not a fag paper between them. But the thing about Danny is I think he's a perfect metaphor, one way or another, for the Reform Party, because he was, instrumental in the Conservative government, one way or another, for the last 15 years. Used to be a speechwriter for David Cameron. Yes, we get Hug a Hoodie from him, and was also sort of instrumental, inverted commas, in and around Boris Johnson. So everything that's gone wrong in the last 15 years has at least some of his fingerprints on it. But never mind, he's going to be made the chairman, overarching overseer person of bringing great things in. And you can just see the direction of travel here, that we just got loads and loads of Tories that you didn't want and didn't particularly vote for at the last election, but we're going to get with Reform. And bearing in mind all the stuff that they've had their fingerprints on, as I've said, for the last 15 years, we can expect more of the same, can't we? Or talent, as indeed I'm sure Zia and the rest of them would put it. Meanwhile, in the actual real world, where real things are happening which are really bad, we have the total non-event, which is, oddly enough, autistic billionaire calling for overthrow of the government and violence being meted out on the streets, to absolute deafening silence in the British media. Astounding that that can actually happen, and nothing, absolutely nothing. Oh no, we mustn't do that. Imagine if he shut down Twitter. Yes, we'd all be a lot less mentally ill. Personally, I've left the platform now. Had enough of it yesterday. Had enough of just people to a certain extent. So I'm going to have some quiet time. Yeah, I'll still carry on doing this, which is fine. Anyway, yes, that was yesterday. Goddamn awful everything. Yeah, music, politics. I don't know, what have we got? Well, maybe the new Saint Etienne single. Do give it a check out, it's rather lovely. Takes you right the way back to those happy days of dancing around your CD player as you did. Do have a lovely Tuesday if you can do, and if you can't, well, I don't know. Probably blame late stage capitalism, because I think not enough people do. Enjoy.